My greatest challenge was probably as the commander of the Engineer Brigade for the 25th Infantry Division deployed to Iraq during the surge. And in that role I was responsible for 2 battalions of engineers, which is about 1,400 soldiers, and then another battalion of what we call Special Troops Battalion, which is 600 others, so about 2,000 soldiers in Iraq during the surge. I handled it by establishing a good standard of conduct and what I called courage, competence, character, and discipline, which meant that this is what we expected all of our soldiers to do in performance of their mission. In the role there, you did not always know what would be asked of you on a given day. The situation can get fairly fluid very quickly. You knew what your overall mission was, but how you perform that mission, what I wanted to do is create a good framework that all of our actions need to be encompassed in. And so that's what we did there. One of the lessons that I learned out of that was that whether it's a mature democracy or in this case establishing a new democracy, very similar challenges. It's hard to get agreement. There's so many options, and everyone has a perspective. So, how are you successful in that environment? Is very similar to how you're successful here at DOT, and that is you must build trust within all the organizations that you work with. You must build a good, strong team to take on these problems that arises on a regular basis. And then I think it's important that although knowledgeable, you must be knowledgeable. You can't assume that you have all the knowledge. So therefore, you must do a great job of collaborating. And that is finding all the perspectives out there and then building consensus around all those perspectives. That's how you problem solve in a place like Iraq, and that's how you problem solve in transportation challenges here in North Carolina. Probably the best career advice I got was really not directly from an individual, but it happened by chance. And that was, I was taking an examination. I cannot even remember the course or what it was. But while I was taking the examination, one of the instructors had a poster that was an inscription on the chapel at the U.S. Air Force Academy. And it said, "Man's flight through life is sustained by the power of his knowledge." And so to me what that meant was, and later on I think that was reinforced, is you must have a clear vision on what you want to do, but you must educate yourself. And education is not only critical, I think it's a foundation of everything that you'll do, both formal through school and then informal through your job, through things you learn on the job. To me, that was the most important. Other things that I think were very good career advice was some that I got through military experience as well, and that is, if you don't like change, you'll like irrelevance even less. So in order to be relevant, you must be adaptable and you must be flexible. And those are principles that I think will enhance anyone's career. No matter what you believe your job requires today, that may change as the requirements change, as the demands from our citizens change, as the transportation system changes. So must the things that you provide for your organization, that you must be adaptable and change with those. I would summarize leadership as first portraying the values of loyalty to the organization and to the citizens or the organization that you serve. Duty, performing your duty even under the toughest demands and environment. Respect for all the people that work for you, with you, and who you support and work with. You must show respect and be respectful in every way. Selfless service, I think, is critical in providing leadership. People have to believe that you're there serving something other than yourself, that there's a cause that's worth serving that asks us to do more on a daily basis. The other three, I would say, really work hand in hand, and that is, and 2 are self-explanatory. Honor and integrity are extremely important in providing leadership, as well as what I call personal courage And it's not the physical kind of courage that people think of, like in law enforcement. To me, it's the personal courage that you're going to do what's right even when no one is watching, or even when you think no one is watching. You're going to do what is the best thing for the organization. So once you display those values and have those values and character traits, then I think leadership is taking that and working with all of your organization to provide purpose, direction, and motivation. What's our purpose for being here? Where are we going? And what's going to motivate us to get there and get there efficiently? To me, that's leadership. Well, paramount is leadership that you asked about earlier. And I think coupled with that is vision, good character, and then the ability to be adaptable and flexible, because as everyone knows, no one knows all the information. No one is the subject matter expert on everything. And so as the executive, you have to really rely on your team. You need a team member that's smart and and the subject matter expert in various tasks and areas. And then how do you pull all of that together through that collaboration and communication? That to me is the most important thing that executives can bring.